everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria. Today we are back with another house tour in Koh Samui. Situated by the infamous Chaweng Beach, this 7-bedroom gem spreads out on 1,700 square meters of built-up area, sat on 3,600 square meters of uniquely preserved landscape. The remarkable sea view and the curved architecture blending within the island's nature makes this home one of a kind. It is listed with Sea Property at $7.8 million US, and for further information, click the link in my description box below. As for now, let's get straight into the tour. As you enter into the home, you are greeted with the sound of nature from the birds all around you, living within the mountains and the landscaping that's been preserved from nature itself. As you can see, this windy pathway leads us in 4 different directions, but eventually it brings us into the money shot, which is the living room. The pathway widens up and brings us into this open living room space with over 3-meter high ceilings, windows all on this side looking out onto Koh Samui, one of the best views I've ever seen so far. The weather has been such a pleasure to us, as well as the waters look so clear. Into the open living room space, we have a brown leather seat facing out onto the Gulf of Thailand, as well as you can see Koh Phangan. And if you know about Koh Phangan, there are some incredible full moon parties there. But you won't lack any of that just from where you're currently situated, because we are so close to Chaweng Beach, which is where all the nightlife resides. Back into the living room space, the coffee table is bespoke, coming from Thailand itself. You'll see this actual tree throughout all the furniture pieces and blending within the architecture as well. As you can see on either side, separating each of the cushions from each other, they've used the same wood, which is really nice, blending within all the home interior. Now this one right here, we are out in the open. We are up on the mountain, so there's always a natural breeze. But if you want some AC, we have an air-conditioned TV room just past these carved wooden doors, with the walls being glass, so it really looks like the wood is just floating by itself. We walk into a cozy room with 2 sofas, curved once again on opposite sides of each other. And as I mentioned in the intro, you'll see a lot of curved architecture within the homes, from the interiors to the exterior, which blends really well with Koh Samui's nature, as well as how high up we are in the mountains. All the boulders and the rocks are actually intertwining into the architecture itself. Even though we are in an air-conditioned, closed-out room, we've got so much natural lighting coming from these sliding doors right here out onto your pool deck. And this door leads you into the second kitchen, actually the secondary kitchen for your guests or your maids to cook you something up. It's outdoors, something where you can cook barbecues where it's a little bit smoky and serve you right up onto the pool deck. Now we walk back into this large living room space, columns holding us up, looking out onto the sea view. This is the main western kitchen, black marble wrapping around this island right here. Copper light fixtures hanging up from above, illuminating warm light during the nighttime. This whole entire space feels like a futuristic home once it goes dark and all the lights are turned on. Through the back here, we have a sink from Frank Appliances, as well as electric stove, oven, wine coolers. Once again, sliding windows looking out onto the landscape as we entered into the home. This space is meant to be used and enjoy the nature and the breeze. So we really don't need AC just within this room, but obviously there is if you do insist. Walking across from the kitchen opens up into a large dining table, once again using the same light fixtures complementing the kitchen. Wooden chairs on either side, you can really make up a feast for your guests. This is large enough to fit maybe 30 people, 40 people for a dinner party, but it doesn't end there. There's way more space to host an even bigger party. Coming across a little bit further, we have a nice little seating arrangement here by the corner of this room, looking out onto the Gulf of Thailand, where you see endless of the oceans, not even any islands whatsoever, but through here you see the curves of the mountains, which is really beautiful, as well as Chaweng Bay and the actual bigger Chaweng. Chaweng Noi. Noi is actually little in Thai language, so we call it the little Chaweng and then the actual big Chaweng. This neon green puff sofa blending within the greenery that wraps around the home. This is a nice chill spot to hang out while you are enjoying a game of pool. A customed pool table with the same wood that you've seen throughout the whole home. We've got 3 beams right here that kind of separates you from your kitchen dining into the little entertainment room right here. Through the back, a little setup for your wine bottles, lovely, colorful artwork that spreads out around the whole entire home, all by local artists as well. Through this door right here brings us into the powder room. The powder room itself continues with the concept of living indoors and outdoors, where it actually connects us back out into the main entrance. As I walk down onto this pool deck right here, you can really see the extent of the architecture in this home. It is incredible, out of this world. You don't see much of it in Thailand itself, and even the view in front of me is remarkable. It's unheard of. The structure of the home itself, looking from this point of view, really speaks for it. It is of the future while blending within nature. You have the curved facing out onto your sea view. Out on this pool deck itself, really feels like you're on top of the world because we only have glass balustrades that wraps around us, not obstructing the view whatsoever. And you can see the space, how large it is. It's easy to fit 100 people in here for a nice party. Also, as you can see, lots of greenery that is dotted around the home. They have planted as well as reserved what's already been here, as well as built around the boulders. As you can see, this swimming pool right here curves around the boulders, making sure they're still within the swimming pool. If you were to actually swim in there, you could touch the rocks. You have this large built-in seating, a sun lounge that leads you straight into the infinity pool. This is one way to get into the swimming pool. I'm gonna hop onto the other side and check it out. Walking onto the other side of the swimming pool, we have a built-in seating area that's elevated, looking out onto your swimming pool and the ocean with a touch of a fireplace just to give the ambience. Walking through the garden into the bottom area of this pool deck. See, now there are different types of levels giving you access to different amenities. Whereas I've just walked into paradise, surrounded by nature and leaves that are coving over my head, giving you the natural shade from the sun. On my left-hand side here, we have a gorgeous wooden pavilion that looks so cozy with loungers inside, windows wrapping all around, not obstructing the view whatsoever, but it's bringing the island element within your luxury home. On my right-hand side, this is such a special piece. Within the boulders, they have built a steam and sauna room. So you're actually sitting on the boulders instead of a seat that is made for you, which is really special, as well as windows looking out onto your pool. Through here, we have some lime green cushions spread out, as well as seatings for you to enjoy the sun, and the sound of water is coming from the waterfall, crashing onto your little kiddies pool for you to enjoy if you are here with your family. Then it gets a little bit deeper, 1.8 meters, and the deepest it gets is 2 meters deep. So it's really for anybody to enjoy. And the curve of this pool actually follows along with how the Bay of Chaweng Bay curves, which I think is really beautiful and so symmetrical when you're standing up above looking from the curve of your man-made swimming pool and the nature behind us. This curved stairway leads us up onto the master bedroom with built-in handles inserted with LED lights to lead you all the way up. As we get to the top, we've got windows on either sides of us. On my left-hand side is a Japanese-inspired garden. That is the view from your bedroom that is on this side, as well as your master bathroom. Into the master bedroom, you are greeted with the seating area right here that separates us from the master bedroom to the master ensuite. Up a small step, it opens up into this gorgeous view that is wrapped around this whole entire master bedroom. The master doesn't only have a view of the sea behind me, but also as we were walking up the steps, the Japanese-inspired garden throughout the back, and then the mountains further on. You have this floating bed frame right here using the same unique wood that has been placed throughout the whole entire home, with drapes coming from above, giving you that gorgeous island feel. It is such a lovely setup, facing towards the view, but also through the back, you get the best of both worlds. Coming along a little bit further, the separation wall made from the same wood. I love how all the wood panels have a character of their own, and they've used the same throughout the whole entire space and mixed-matched it, made sure that it's not perfect, because the imperfect is what makes it so beautiful. Coming along a bit further, then it opens up into your walk-in closet and a wrap-around balcony to the mountains and to the view. Leading us into the master bedroom, it just gets bigger and bigger. On my left-hand side is your outdoor shower, covered up by the trees that are growing from the level below. Coming along a bit further, once again, open up windows, giving you a natural breeze and completely immersing yourself within the island's nature. In this corner right here, you have your waterfall shower, this sink that is slanted and the water goes on either side. You can't really even tell that it's slanted. Nice window panel up on top, exuding even more natural lighting. Built-in bathtub right here beside the Japanese garden with a running water through the pond, which also has some fish inside. Then here, opens up into a bigger terrace that is completely your own. It is surrounded by greenery. It feels so much more quiet up here. You have birds flying around your home. Even though it is such a luxurious and in-your-face home, the minute you're inside, it is a whole different feeling. It feels so humble, so with nature. It's very contradicting in that way, and I hope it's being portrayed in the right way through this video right here. On this top deck, you can have a nice lounge around, yoga in the morning, get up from your bed, have a little brush your teeth, then come up here, do a nice yoga surrounded by the boulders and nature of Koh Samui. And this actually then leads us back down these steps into the main living room areas. But on this top floor, there are 4 bedrooms, masters, and 3 guest bedrooms. The newly addition 2 guest bedroom right here makes up for a total of 7 bedrooms. The bathrooms facing out onto the mountains that are completely private, and the bed facing out onto the sea view. They are both at such a good size with its own bathroom, closet, as well as a connecting balcony. Opposite the primary master bedroom, this leads us into the private secondary. The secondary has a lighter feel to it from the interior design as well as the floors. We have this wooden framed bed with a canopy. Drapes are so beautiful that gives you a sort of comfort within your own bed, looking out onto the sea view. This glass sliding door that looks so seamless, you can't even tell that it's there, wraps around on 2 sides, looking out onto the endless Gulf of Thailand as well as Koh Samui. On this side right here, they've set up a built-in lounging space with a large mirror reflecting even more natural lighting and opening up the space even more. Through these double doors, it leads us into the walk-in closet. This walk-in closet has a feel of a loft style, looking down onto the stairs that leads you up onto the bedroom, as well as a glimpse of the view through the windows right there. Walking a bit further, then opens up into the ensuite. This ensuite feels so cozy. You've got black tiles all throughout. On this step up right here, your bathtub looking out onto the ocean as well as the landscape, and it's positioned so picture perfectly in this spot right here. You have your shower as you're looking out onto your garden. Double sinks for his and hers right here, sliding windows looking out onto the mountains above as well as your landscape. It really does not get any better than this. Even in the bathroom, you have views. Back into the main entrance on my right-hand side, here is actually storage. It's been set up very aesthetically from the outside. Through in front of me right here, on the upper deck of the parking garage, they've built an extra space with mirrors that wraps around, making it perfect for a gym, a little dance room, or a yoga studio, whatever you could interpret it to. And then this way, we're gonna go down a little bit further and see some extra rooms. The lowest floor leads us into an apartment style building where you actually have 2 bedrooms, its own kitchen, and a living area all in one space, separated from the rest of the home, as well as a private access, which is great for when you're hosting your family or your friends. They get this all to themselves, and not to mention the view. Since we are so high up, it does not matter which level we are on. Every single room will have a sea view. As you can see behind me, we have a built-in sofa seating within the boulders, naturally the landscape of this home. So all the cushions have been completely made for this space only. And behind this wall right here is actually a technician's room where you can install a projector on that wall, pull down the projector screen and completely turn it into a cinema if you want to, since it is air conditioned. Through my left-hand side can actually be accessed from the seating right here is the little kitchen. Actually, it's not so many because it comes fully equipped for you to cook whatever you need and just be in this lower level without having to enter up into the living space. You have the wraparound bar. You can add 2 bar stools right here. On the other side, plenty of space to store all on the bottom. You have your sink right here, as well as a gas stove. And at the corner of this bottom floor, we walk into this gorgeous bathroom, sliding windows out onto the Bay of Chaweng, as well as the sink and the shower right in the corner right here. This is specifically for the bedroom to my right hand side. This bedroom is so cozy, surrounded by natural stones. And on the other end, the second guest bedroom with its own full-size sofa, seating, looking out onto this angle right here into the mountains, the bed facing out onto the banana tree. This banana tree can actually be reached from your windows and have fresh bananas if you'd like. Through there is the ensuite. Down under the swimming pool is actually the last guest bedroom. The natural boulders serves as the stairs that leads us onto this uniquely flat land within 4 different levels. What's also so special about the landscape is even though we're so high up, there is so much land that is flat. It is very hard to find, and that's why we're able to build such an incredible home. Or they've done really well with flattening out the space. Through here is the last bedroom. As you enter from the garden, you have your shower facing towards the sea view, and it opens up into the canopy bed facing out onto the sliding windows. This room feels really cozy, separated from the rest of the home, similar to the apartment style one, but this is just a single bedroom with its own extra garden, and once again, the view is just endless. I hope you have all enjoyed watching this home tour located in Koh Samui, listed with C property at $7.8 million US. If you have any further questions or inquiries, click the link in my description box below, as well as my contact information is down there. If you guys did enjoy it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Victoria, and I do hope to see you in the next one. Bye!